the minute we walk into a store, I can feel the timer already go off. Like if I'm in a gun store,
ouch.
I'm like looking at a rifle. I'm, dude, this is so cool. I'm like, look at the action on this. Isn't this cool? Yeah, so cool. I'm like, so I can already feel like, okay, give me all the cool stuff. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Okay. And then we finally exit the store. Oh.
Welcome back to an episode of the Careful Boys. Hurry up, sit down. Boom! Nice. Clap for it, No double news, guys.
Wow. Bart's excited. You never heard
So enthusiastic.
That's good. Hey, honestly, we need enthusiasm sometimes.
I'm always enthusiastic.
It's a midday shift. That means we got to bring in some energy.
I'm always
Bring it
enthusiastic.
up.
No food in your mouth, man. That's crazy.
Dude, what?
I'm just kidding.
What food?
That's half our videos. We're
All right, question for you guys. All right, what's something that you want your chicks to get into? But
Anal, am I right?
Yeah!
It was right there.
I actually.
Which way though?
Experienced something recently.
Say you guys been doing it.
Joe and Hannah did anal. That's the title of the video.
Wow.
That would be a Joe story, right?
Very romantic.
I've been wanting her to snorkel for ages, and she finally.
She said she doesn't really know how to swim though.
You want her to snorkel your anus?
So that was the first stage.
That's what it sounded like.
She couldn't swim. She was scared of it. Well, the funny thing is the way she learned, like she didn't even, the way I found out she didn't know how to swim is we were swimming in a cenote in Mexico and we were halfway in the river. It was an underground cave river.
Those are so
my-
scary. They're scary, dude.
God.
And halfway we're in, she goes, I don't think I remember how to swim. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I swam back and I grabbed her and then I'm just going like this the whole time. And then she goes, yeah, I forgot how to swim. And I'm like, how do you forget? And that's when and then, yeah. And another time was David, we were on a river and then David was like, oh, let's just do that cliff jump. And then he pushed Hannah to do it. But she had a life vest and all that. So she actually was down, she did it. So I was waiting for her and she jumped, right? But she doesn't know how to time her breaths. So she was like, like too early.
Oh no.
And then
She has to breathe again.
Yeah, she ran out of air when she got into the fucking water. And then so she inhaled while the water was there. So she got up coughing and I'm all like smacking her in the water. And I'm like, damn. But so when we were in Hawaii, it was like the perfect place to learn. And then it took about a year, but she's like super comfortable now.
Hell yeah.
But the next stage was she had a phobia of sticking her head under the water. So I'm like, oh man, I want to go snorkeling, but like, my buddy just bought a boat and he's doing snorkel tours now. So
Cool.
sometimes it's the best when you don't teach or do anything, but you're just there.
Along for the ride.
Yeah. And then there was this captain. She was like hella nice, super like step by step. Just put that on. We got you, you know? Cool. And I'm over here like, oh, fuck yeah. She's gonna snorkel. Because if it was between me and her, I think...
Would've worked.
I would have annoyed her. Like, why don't you put your head in the fucking ground? Oh, my God. Just fucking... Oh.
What are you afraid of? It's just water.
And they go, you make me not want to do this.
Yeah, literally.
That's how Tiff got into snorkeling too. Because
She didn't know how to swim?
Well, she doesn't feel confident, which is like probably the same as I don't know how to swim. But we went to Hawaii. We did a boat tour. We did like a reef thing, and like they guided us, and it just made it. I was like worried. I was like, "Fuck, is she gonna be okay?" But it's just, you know, you're just floating like this, looking down. You're chilling.
Yeah, it's easy.
But then eventually she starts to get like way more like, okay, this chick is like going a little bit deeper. And I'm like, that's a little scary, but.
So now she's at this stage where she wants to do hard mode, where we went to like this area called Sharks Cove, where there's hella little fishies, right? But it's super safe because it's like maybe like 2 feet of water. So you could still touch the ground with your feet. And she goes, I don't think I'm gonna use a snorkel. I'm gonna just use goggles.
Sick.
So I was like, what? That's hard mode, you know? So she goes, so I could time my breaths better.
Whoa.
Cool.
Hey, you know what's next? When's her birthday?
In September.
You buy her a spear gun.
Oh.
For real.
Yeah.
That's next, bro. That's for sure next.
She's like, I want her to snorkel. Get her a spear gun.
You're gonna end up with a spear in you, dude.
I know. Yeah, next stage is us going deep water.
Yeah.
And then snorkeling with like dolphins and
then
shit.
swim.
Low key though, I still get like the heebie-jeebies when you go in deep water. You know when like
Oh yeah.
like the drop off happens and then it's just dark blue.
That's so scary, bro.
It's scary.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That'll never not be scary.
Yeah.
I haven't done scuba. That's like the next thing after snorkeling is like
Scuba's
you
really
actually
fun.
go all the way in, dude.
You want to do that?
The funniest thing to me is that Steve's scuba certified.
Scuba Steve.
And he did it so he could ride the fucking thing.
Just do helmet diving.
Yeah. But I think that
That seems scary too.
that's kind of like something I've been waiting for a couple years, and I'm super happy where she's like got over her fear, and then she's like, let's do it. And she's like, she's like, I'm physically capable, but I gotta mentally. And I'm like, that's what I've been fucking saying. You can do this shit.
Everything
yells
comes
at her.
out different from your significant other though, you know, like same thing with Nina. Like I'll be trying to get her to golf with me, and here's the crazy thing is when she got into it, and I feel like a lot of human beings do this, so I have a lot of grace for it. But like you get really excited about something when you're first learning, and then whether it actually sticks with you or not is a completely different thing. So she'll like get into something and like obsess over it real quick too, get all cute, especially the fashion and the culture of it. We got to get like sick ass clubs and stuff, and then it's like sometimes she'll like want to go to the driving range without me in the very beginning. And then now, trying to get her to golf is like the hardest thing in the world because she gets in her head and she hates that she doesn't do well. But it's like if you
You tell her she lacks discipline.
That's good.
She can't stick to it. You don't lack discipline.
You just need to relax.
But that's the thing, if you don't try to keep going, you won't ever be good. So if you keep on thinking you're not good, so you don't try.
Yeah, keep sucking.
Yeah, it's this fucking weird ass.
That's downward cycle.
I'm good at sucking, dude.
What's that thing called? Like, there's a name for this. There's a graph about like in the beginning.
The Dunning-Kruger.
Beginner. Yeah. Like it's like you
Systemic racism?
Yeah. And then it's not Dunning-Kruger when it drops.
You think you know a lot?
You think you know everything, and it's and you
Yeah, and you're like, actually, I don't know shit at all.
Curve, isn't it?
No, it's not a bell curve. It's not a bell curve.
That's an asymptote.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, with her, it's like I've taught her everything she knows about golf, and the ironic thing is that if she tried, she'd be really good. And I'm not a bias just because she's my girl. Like, I've seen a number of me and my homies who try to get their girls in, and like Nina will like kind of whoop on all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
Does she play sports like normally?
Not really. I mean, she was a dancer too.
Are your homies girls dancers?
Not all of them, no.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Coordination, huh?
Dancers have high body IQ.
Yeah.
I would give that to her for sure. And the thing is, I'm like, dude, if you just kind of try, right, then you honestly would be better than me. Also, women in golf oftentimes are more precise because they don't have the same ego of just trying to fucking bomb.
Almost all sports.
Yeah. That's
true.
It's just like you think about the fundamentals and then you do that versus the ego of like, oh, well, I'm trying to outshoot this,
Yeah.
Me, I'm always trying to bomb it, and that's my problem. I can't hit it far, but if you don't hit it straight and you hit it far, then you're really
Shanking it.
Yeah. But for her, I'm like, you could be good, you just need to be consistent. But then I think it's because it's coming from me that she gets fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's probably also like, I'm like, you would be so good at blah, blah, blah. And then she'll go and she doesn't hit it, and then I'll go and I'll hit it like really, really nice or something. And she's probably, man, fuck this guy,
Is she competitive with you?
I think so. For sure. I'm
Maybe you play that angle. Like, maybe you should practice more so you could finally beat me. Say things like that to her. See what she says.
Be a mean dad to her.
Yeah.
Do you guys play golf together?
We have, and she's beat me before. Well, in the very beginning, like right when I started teaching her, and like she got into a certain place, like there's been a game where she's beat me, and I was like, holy crap! And I saw the light of being like, wait, if I can get her to commit to this, my life is gonna be sick. Selfishly.
What if her expectations are higher than yours because she's actually kind of good? So then, if she doesn't make that, she's all like, I can't just have fun with this shit. Like I'm fucking way better than this.
That is hilarious, and I need to nurture that. I need to like get her.
She's like actually Michael Jordan, hella competitive in her
Maybe
head.
she just has to get good away from you, and then you can come back and then.
That's probably a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the logic in that. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think most dudes just want a homeboy with a pussy.
I think Ken does.
I think most dudes, you just want your person to do everything with you, and then you get to fuck them, and that's what's awesome.
You want to do everything with Gio, like everything across the board?
The things that he wants to do.
Yes.
Not everything across the
I
board.
don't want to have a compromise.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you like doing completely alone.
Jacking off.
Get out of my
Honestly,
head.
no.
Wow,
If you're a
that's really
quality time person, then you probably want to do everything with them.
Like even like, I think my ideal day, like if I just boil it all down, take all like fucking whatever norms of society are, it'd be like, hey babe, I want to go inside Sam Ash and try all the drums, and you just watch me for 8 hours.
Babe, that's really good.
And then everything I
You're so
try,
good at drumming.
Hey, you hear the
Wow.
cymbal? You hear it? I want her to be very enthusiastic about everything.
You just want to cheerlead.
But it'll be
Yeah,
so
facts.
unrealistic, you know?
Oh my god.
Hey, don't look at the synthesizers. Look at this. Woo, you hear that?
Part of me, I feel the same way. Cause like sometimes when we're like Tiff works from home, and I'm like, fuck, I wish you could just go with me to the coffee shop so we could just work on our computers together and shit.
Oh, she can't even do that?
Can't.
Don't you look at my spreadsheets?
Yeah, like come on, like what do you think?
It's not, she can't use her laptop?
Well, because she does therapy, she has to do it in a specific location.
Like
She
hippo.
can't.
Can't be at Starbucks like,
You
so
can't
when
just
did
put
your...
like a background on her with a enclosed...
No, but like it's something with like the VPN and shit. Like it's like if their network is used on like a different IP address, that's not like what's listed,
not
then it's a
secure,
problem.
huh?
It's like a whole fucking thing. That's what happens when you have a real job like me. But like, yeah, no, I feel that sentiment. Like I just the things that I want to do, I wish I could just. If I want to train, I'm like, why can't you just train too? Like, just do jiu-jitsu with me.
Like if I take her into one of my hobby things, right?
Yeah.
The minute we walk into a store, I can feel the timer already go off. Like if I'm in a gun
Ooh,
store,
ouch.
I'm like looking at a rifle. I'm, dude, this is so cool. I'm like, look at this, look at the action on this. Isn't this cool? Yeah, so cool. I'm like, so I can already feel like, okay, give me all the cool stuff. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Okay, good. And then we finally exit the store. Oh, okay.
Well, what's the worst that can happen if you take too long?
Starts nagging.
What does she
Then
do?
I can feel her. Yeah, you feel the tension build in the room.
But does it amount to anything? Does it
Well,
climax?
no, but then it affects me though. Because I can feel it's like I'm like there's like a leaning thing on me, and now I'm looking at so this is the 2025 thing. Oh, okay.
I can't see the tag anymore.
And then finally when I exit the store, I'm like, oh, I can't breathe again.
So she never voices it and goes, "Can we get out of here?" Like she never says that. She just waits, and it gets more passive aggressive.
I could just feel it. She don't gotta say nothing. I
Or
can feel it.
is there anything that she's interested in that you gotta just like pretend to not have a timer on as well though?
That's the problem. She's not into anything.
Have interests.
When Bart's around.
Yeah, she's not really like. So what's cool now? She finally got into the thing what I wanted her to get into, which is jujitsu.
Oh yeah.
So that's fucking cool because like that's kind of like one of those dual benefits, right? Like one, we get to do it together, we get to watch fights and have fun and get entertained together. But ultimately, if she's out in the world, like she could defend herself. So that's
Yeah, it's a good utility.
And so now what's cool is because she's developed her own like fondness for it, she'll watch videos on her own, send me clips. She's into the culture. There's like little memes or like, you know, little personalities in the thing. She'll send it to me. So that's super, super, super cool. And now like if I don't go, she'll still go, you know? So that's like when
She's
you're
getting better than you, dude. You better watch out. You gotta go to your training sessions.
Oh, and you guys have like built community out there, so it's like she's got like her relationships with different people as well.
Yeah. So that part's really, really cool. It took a long time to get there. Because I almost feel like for girls it's more important to learn jiu-jitsu than dudes. Because most of the perpetrators are dudes.
And you have to fight, dude.
Yeah. So I feel like
And in most cases, they're trying to get them to the ground.
yeah, so it's
And
like
they're on top of you.
it's probably really important for most chicks. I feel like just in PE in high school or junior high, all chicks should do jiu-jitsu for like a year or two. I think that'd be awesome. But it's cool that she got into it. She's really, really into it now. So now we do it together.
I thought they just
That's
teach.
tight.
I thought they already teach girls to go stop it.
And then they blow a whistle.
No means no.
But now I'm trying to get it where she enjoys rolling with me. Because that's like
Nah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Naked. Just do it naked.
That's not like a unfair advantage that she would have for being so tall.
No, like she's
You're strong.
She's hella strong.
So she's really
That's why I'm saying she would smoke him.
she's really competitive. So she like it goes from like I just want to have these friendly ones, but she always wants to like win, and then I want to win.
Yeah, didn't she kick you in the face during jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, it's just because we're two spazzy white belts. We're just moving crazy.
What's something that you wanted to get into that she has no interest in right now?
So I think over
Truck buying.
no, because over the 2 years, I mean over the 2 decades that we've almost been together, I've slowly been able to grow this pussy on a homeboy.
Pussy on a homeboy?
Tight.
Yeah.
Honestly, it does.
Wait, so she's been your homeboy, but now she's growing a pussy?
Cause she's very feminine, but she's also.
No, I think I grew the
She
homeboy
can
on the
beat your
pussy.
Okay.
That's better worded for sure.
She likes trucks and stuff too. But yeah, like she started shooting. She carries. She has her CCW.
Damn.
That's dope.
So like yeah, like so over time, the homeboy was able to blossom on the pussy, which is cool.
Honestly, that's what I say to Tiff, but not those words. Like
I want a homeboy with a pussy?
it sounds so gay, and I can't believe I'm saying this on this show. But I'm saying, well, we talk about, we're like, damn, we're really lucky that like we're best friends. Like, you know what I mean?
That's not gay. That's awesome.
But it's true though, because it's like Tiff is my best friend in a weird, no, not in a weird way at all. Like she's who I want to hang out with.
Yeah,
all the
best
time.
friend with the pussy.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I'm like, that's tight, but she never lets me use it or anything. But that's fine. A point. But one thing I want Tiff to get into, okay, a long time ago, when I was working at this fight gym, and I was training there for like 7-8 years at this time, and I was one of the instructors there. Tiff goes, and she's in college. She's like, I think I'm gonna start learning self-defense. Like I'm gonna take some classes.
Wow.
I'm gonna go learn how to like protect myself. And I was like, take classes? You don't want to like just train with me, or
Yeah, right.
like I have access to a gym that I work at.
I have access to the brain that's just right here.
Yeah, and I'm like, I teach tiny little children. I feel like I could teach your ass too, She's like, no, it's cool, fine, whatever.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think they just avoid like the closeness?
She probably thinks I suck.
No.
I think I suck.
You know what I think it is? I think it's we're so soft as a society. We let them see each other as equals, and they're so entitled to that. She doesn't want to see you as above, even though you actually are.
She doesn't really watch me train at all. So I think that in her mind is like, this is just Nick. It's just like most people know me in this form of like training at a gym. But in her eyes, I'm just the guy who like pulls his butt cheeks down and like, is that funny? Film this. Is that funny?
I want to learn that.
You know what I mean? Like,
She never seen you coach a class?
no, actually, no. Now I'm thinking about it. No, she's never seen me coach a class. I don't think.
That's funny because I'm like the opposite. Like Hannah's like, teach me Japanese. I'm like, get a tutor. I realize that I don't wanna, because I like from the snorkeling and swimming,
I'll
like
learn secondhand.
I don't want to teach her, like only because I think it kind of turns into this weird dynamic.
Cause you're gonna yell at her, huh?
Power dynamic.
I think I get frustrated when I teach people. So, and I don't want to give her that energy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Something you want to get smack into?
No, I think we have a really good system.
Oh, best friends again.
About half of our hobbies we do together, and then the other half we don't even touch them.
That's kind of tight.
I don't even fuck with her social media shit whatsoever because my rule is that I don't want her to make something for my approval or for something to seem like I would laugh at it because it changes where she would have been with like in her mind.
Wow.
So whenever she's filming or whenever she has her shit set up, I'm just like, I don't exist. I just get out. And then she'll hit me up for like an answer to a problem if she's like, how do I end this piece? Or like, what do I do with the, like, is this better? Is that better? Then I say something, but I never give my 2 cents. I think that's like, I'm a heavy believer in like, if you have a partner that's doing something creative, like you can't be an influence in it. Like that's just how it works for us. So like if
pretty
I'm
cool.
doing music shit or if I'm doing anything like in my place, she doesn't pop in and go, "What are you working on?" Like we don't do that at all ever.
You don't nappy tabs each other, huh?
Nah, we don't. We're just not that kind of couple. I know there's some that like Philip and Mackenzie. Like there's couples that are just creative powerhouses together, but we're not that.
You know what I realized I had to do? I have to get out of Gio's way when it comes to interior design stuff. Cause she'll like, we're like, oh, it's our house, right? So I'll like chime in, whatever, and then I'm like, cause I have my own preferences,
Yeah.
and then we start creating whatever, like a little mood board,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh, let me just see what you would come up with if it's just all you, and I look at it and I'm like, that's literally 7,000 times better, and I have zero taste.
I could see how you have bad taste though.
I need to
Like
get
at
out of
what?
here. I need to get
What
out
do
of
you feel like you
here.
have bad taste in?
She's like, she takes really bold, creative choices,
Uh-huh.
and I think I'm practical. So I'm choosing things that I think might be in the now that you might see in like a model home, whatever, right? But her stuff, it's like you see it and you're like, oh shit, this is next level creative.
She's changing
artist.
culture.
It's like, yeah, this is what you'll see like an influencer interior designer would do, and I would choose like what a fucking like a home that's trying to make 1,000 homes.
Yeah.
It looks like that. Like there's 1,000 homes that look like this. And I'm like, I'm like fucking Old Navy, and then she's like, I don't know, whatever fucking fashion shit she does.
Something better than Old Navy.
Yeah, she's like the better one.
But you would be good for like if you were designing a house for resale because, you know, like Thatch always explains, there's only so many things that you should do if you're flipping a house.
Yeah, if I was choosing like flip materials, I think that would
exactly.
yeah.
Like there's
People like this door. People like
LVP. I get LVP for my
yeah.
house.
yeah.
Bro, his recommendations are dope.
They are.
I only get GE, man. Only
Yeah,
GE.
yeah.
Bro, I love his videos.
It's very logical choices.
Yeah.
And a person that did too much would just go under in value. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that fit me.